Hi, friends, and a most pleasant good evening to you wherever you may be. Welcome inside Class of 1923 Arena. Beautiful old barn right in the heart of Philadelphia for some Sunday night Delaware Hockey Network action. First of 4 games on our slate this year from Class of 23 featuring the Drexel University Dragons. Their men's Division II team hosts St. Joseph's in a Philadelphia Catholic institution matchup. Hi to you all. James Witherite joining you from the 412 Communications Press Box here at Class of 1923 Arena. Far and away one of our favorite road barns in the Delaware Hockey Network coverage area. Drexel looking for their first win of the season. Dropped a 4-2 decision to Delaware's men's Division II team last night. Delaware won their 8th straight. Drexel with goals from Zach Sprung and Aiden Barrett starting to find their momentum, still looking for that first win. But they're certainly trending upward working into tonight's game. We'll see Tyler Richmond between the pipes. Bright spot in net for Drexel so far. Yes, he's 0-3 on the season, but he sports a goals against average of 3 even and a save percentage of .938. On the other side of the red line, the St. Joe's Hawks will be backstopped tonight by Mark Zimborski. 1-0 on the year with a 2.00 goals against average and a save percentage of .957. Leading scorers Michael Brazel and Dylan Kuba will flank Kyle Gross on the front forward line. They've combined for 10 goals so far this season. St. Joe's sitting 3-4-1 at this point in the year. Charlie Maratea and Shane Wilson will handle starting defensive duties for the visiting Hawks. Friends, planning for retirement doesn't just happen overnight. For 35 years and counting, Limestone Pension Associates has helped small businesses craft and administer pension plans for their workforces. Learn more at limestonepension.net. And the Delaware Hockey Network is brought to you all season long by the law office of Heather A. Long. With a listen-first approach that creates a unique solution tailor-fit to your circumstances, the expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long are committed to providing empathetic and compassionate legal representation for individuals who have suffered injuries. To schedule a free consultation, call 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com. We'll take a quick timeout. When we come back, it'll be go time for Hawks and Dragons from Class of 23 Arena on the Delaware Hockey Network, all brought to you by Heather A. Long.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning. And Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
Broadcast to social, print to digital, coast to coast, remote or on-site, 412 Communications has the solution to bridge your team with your audience. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com. Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With over 10 years of treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. With clinics in Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
A live look inside Class of 1923 arena as the Drexel Dragons and the St. Joe's Hawks take to the ice for a Sunday night crosstown rivalry game. Without further ado, we're going to take you inside the glass. Let's head to the Limestone Pension Associates starting lineups. Hockey fans, good evening and welcome to Class of 1923 arena in the heart of the city of brotherly love. Tonight, the American Collegiate Hockey Association presents a Men's Division II regular season game between the visiting St. Joseph's University Hawks and your Drexel University Dragons. Let's meet tonight's starting lineups. For the visiting St. Joseph's Hawks, starting in goal, number 29, Mark Zimborski. On defense, number 26, Charlie Maratea. And number 8, Shane Wilson. At left wing, number 86, Dylan Kuba. At right wing, number 74, Michael Brazel. And starting at center, number 4, Kyle Gross. And now let's meet the starting six for your Drexel University Dragons. Starting in goal, number 32, Tyler Richmond. On defense, number 6, Owen Medum. And number 12, Jack Lemire. At left wing, number 3, Zach Jones. At right wing, number 27, Caleb Erno. And starting at center, number 15, Daniel Seaman. Your Dragons are coached by Gino Angeloni. The on-ice officials for this evening's game, as appointed by the American Collegiate Hockey Association, are referees Anthony Verderies and Sam Chauvin, and linesman Brendan Liu. Fans, at this time, we ask that you please direct your attention to the American flag located behind the Drexel goal as we honor the United States of America and those who defend this nation with the Star-Spangled Banner. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. And we're ready for some Sunday night hockey from the city of brotherly love. Drexel moving right to left in opening period play in their special breast cancer awareness pink sweaters. The St. Joe's Hawks in their brand new head-to-toe black kits. They look mighty sharp, friends. Maroon number and copper plate on the sleeves and back. White trim, the Hawk logo up front. Those are some sick-looking tarps. Brendan Liu with the opening draw. As the Dragons and Hawks meet in a crosstown rivalry. And they're off. Loose puck in the far corner of the Drexel zone, corralled by Erno, but not cleared. This is held in by Gross. He tries to put one on net, sticked away by Lemire to the far corner. This is stretched ahead by Erno to Jones. But it will come back. Just 30 seconds into the first period. Face-off coming to the right of Richmond. A quick shot coming from the near side, and Robert Romarino caught and held for a pause in play. Long in for the draw. Across from Garrett Sklar for the Dragons. This shot from distance, turned aside by Richmond. The rebound is in. So 49 seconds into the contest. Robert Romarino strikes. And the Hawks draw first blood. Romarino on the doorstep. Making this a 1-0 hockey game. And we'll get the particulars from downstairs shortly. Unfortunately, our score graphics are giving us a little bit of a headache here early. Our crew working on getting that sorted out so we can bring you all up to speed on What's going down? This caught and held by Richmond for a pause. Two and a half minutes elapsed here in the first period of a 1-0 game. Close-up chance from Kuba was turned aside by Richmond. This will come back an icing. Against the Dragons. St. Joseph's goal, scored by number 24, Robert Romarino. Assisted by number 10, Corey Long, and number 26, Charlie Maratea. Time of the goal, 49 seconds of the first period. Romarino's third of the season from Long and Maratea at 49 seconds. Gross in for the draw. Across from Seaman. This is work just inside the line to Wilson. Shot from distance. Tipped in. Kuba rang one off the post off his own rebound after Richmond's initial save. Here's Jones on a breakaway the other way. He was caught up to at the right dot in what ultimately became a 2-on-2. Maratea hustling on the back check. Lurie leaves this to the left point. Puck thrown in by Jack Lemire. It was wide of the far post, but sticked away by Szymborski. 3 minutes in. And then some here in the first period. Actually working our way to the 4-minute mark. The centering pass from Kuba to Gross did not connect. Hard shot from Sklar the other direction. Skip wide. And we've got our first penalty of the game. We'll see what Sam Chauvin has for us. .402. Into the first period. It is against St. Joe's. It is against Dylan Kuba. We didn't see the signal. What we can tell you, Drexel's on their first Delaware Sports Medicine power play of the evening. Learn more about Dr. Brad Bly's commitment to health and wellness for athletes of all ages and abilities at desportsmed.com. St. Joseph's bench minor Served by number 86, Dylan Kuba. Too many players on the ice. Time of the penalty, 4 minutes, 2 seconds in the first period. St. Joe's bench minor, too many players on the ice at 4:02 in the first. Served by Dylan Kuba, now 47 seconds to go on the first Delaware Sports Medicine power play of the night. 5.5 minutes into the first period. Apologies for the hiccups in the early go of this game. But looks like we're all back up and running smoothly now as Garrett Sklar circles behind the St. Joe's goal. He's kept by Brazel at the far half wall. Skip pass intended for Quinn near side was broken up by Gross. Quinn takes 2 checks just above the line. He flips the puck back in over the Hawks line, but it comes right back out thanks to Gross. Thrown in by Sklar. He hustles off for a change, and the Hawks have succeeded in killing off their first penalty. We are 6 minutes in here at Class of 1923 Arena, home of Sunday Night Hockey on the Delaware Hockey Network. The crosstown Drexel St. Joe's rivalry. Seeing St. Joe's Robert Romarino potting his 3rd goal of the season just 49 seconds in to give the Hawks the early advantage. Puck is cleared by Romarino, recovered at center by Fletcher for the Dragons. Advanced to Sprung up the left wall, in he comes. Backhand centering pass, Andrew Walsh couldn't gather it in the low slot. Puck ends up in the far corner of the St. Joe's zone, trying to work it free is Chase Ebersol, and he does. But he gives this away as Dylan Fletcher's got time and space galore. And referee Anthony Verderies waving off the icing. Both of our referees tonight, Sam Chauvin and Anthony Verderies, have spent significant time as linespeople. So this 2-1 officiating system coming as an easy transition for all 3 men involved. 7.5 minutes have gone by here at Class of 23. This is Robert Romarino working the far corner after gaining the zone. Drop pass to Doyle. He gives this away. Lemire gained the center line before taking aim from distance. His shot was wide. The puck is cleared back by Riley McCabe at a neutral ice, but recovered and steered by Pierce McGinley along the right wing boards in behind the St. Joe's goal. Romarino the other direction. Gives this away to Josh Search. Search through traffic generates an odd man rush, but his centering pass intended for Quinn didn't connect. We've just passed 8 minutes completion in the first period of a 1-0 hockey game. Fletcher across to Search. To Lurie up the left side. Chipped back the other direction by Chase Ebersol. Fletcher recovers. And play is halted by Sam Chauvin, signaling a slash. And this is going to go against the Dragons with 11:31 to go in the first period. So a slash on Quinn sets up the first Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill of the night. For the Drexel Dragons, schedule your first cleaning at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. The Drexel penalty was assessed to number 23, Jeffrey Quinn. 2 minutes for slashing. Time of the penalty, 8 minutes, 29 seconds. In the first period, Quinn 2 for slashing at 8:29. And the Hawks make the Dragons pay with a power play goal. Here it comes again. From the left dot. That one launched up and past Richmond to make this a 2-0 hockey game. Looking for a third was Maratea, but he sent that over the glass and out with 10:41 to go in the opening frame. Waiting on particulars on the second St. Joe's goal. Once we get those, we'll pass them your way. Meanwhile, Flagg and Seaman come in for the near circle draw. Danny Seaman's waved out. Erno will take his place. Now we're ready to roll. Puck is down, play resumes. St. Joe's goal, his 5th of the season, scored by number 74, Michael Brazel. Time of the power play goal, 8 minutes, 50 seconds in the first period. Brazel's 5th unassisted, a power play goal at 8:50. Flag to Stimmel. Stimmel, sure to have gained the red line, dumped the puck in. He got it back off the near corner boards. The shot from Wilson from higher in the zone was swatted away by Richmond. And it will come back in icing with 9:57 to go in the first period. The St. Joe's Hawks up 2-0 over Drexel from class of 1923 arena. Whether you've been injured on the job or in a car accident, you know just how challenging and overwhelming the recovery process can be. That's why having a trusted and caring representative by your side is essential to help you navigate the complex world of workers' compensation and personal injury. The Law Office of Heather A. Long will guide you through every step of the process, from filing your claim to representing you in hearings and appeals. Call the Law Office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-LONG to schedule a free consultation or visit injuryde.com. Just over halfway in the first period of what stands a 2-0 hockey game, the Brazel shot. Caught and held by Richmond for the pause. Couple seconds ticked off the clock. And the attack continues. Crosslop pass, the shot from Kuba was stymied by Richmond, and he holds for the pause with 9:37 to go in the first period. A-grade chance, not one but two. And Tyler Richmond answers the call. Here's Sklar the other way, leading a 2-on-2. His shot from roundabout the near dot was sticked up into the netting. And out of action with 9:29 to go in the first. It is Drexel Dragons trailing 2-0. Planning for retirement doesn't just happen overnight. For 35 years and counting, Limestone Pension Associates has helped small businesses craft and administer pension plans for their workforces. Learn more at limestonepension.net. $9:18 to go in period number one. St. Joe's back on the attack, trying to build on their early 2-0 advantage. Corey Long crashes the net. He tried to jam one in. Secondary opportunity from Robert Romarino was blocker down and away. This is backhanded by Sklar off the far boards, but not out as Ebersol holds the point. This taken away by Sklar. Here's an odd man rush. Not so much of a rush for the Drexel Dragons as Sklar pursues. The other pink-clad Dragons change up. Breakout through traffic the other way. Intercepted by Lemire, driven back behind the St. Joe's goal. Recovered by Fred Roughgarden. Karam's shot did not make it out. It was held in by Aiden Barrett. This is thrown net front. Frozen by Szymborski, and we've got a pause. With 8.5 minutes to go in the first period. Hawks pinned back in their own zone, protecting a 2-0 lead. Dragons looking for their first of the night as Aiden Barrett wins the draw at the far circle. Puck is loose in front, pushed clear by Moore. This is O'Rourke shooting. His shot was steered wide. Puck recovered behind the Drexel goal by Held, but not cleared. Lulek protected the point. And this one's held on to for a pause with 8 and change to go in opening period play. A dozen St. Joe's shots. And the ensuing face-off coming to Tyler Richmond's right. Richmond, a local fellow. Played his high school hockey as a Kennett Blue Demon. His dad, Don, in attendance tonight, celebrating an anniversary. Happy anniversary to Don. Peering on from the 13th row here at Class of 1923 Arena. As a defensive zone turnover sets up a shot from Jackson Shanahan, which was over the crossbar. Zach Jones swats the puck from deep in his own zone, the length of the ice. Icing waved off by Sammy Chauvin, rather by Anthony Verderies, as that puck was playable by Lulek. Stimmel tried to connect with Roughgarden, but the pass ahead was just off its intended line. Driven back in by Mendham, recovered by Stimmel. Graduate of Salesianum, he's got Shanahan a breakaway chance. But Richmond flashes the leather to keep this a 2-0 hockey game. Let's see it again on the 4-1-2 communications replay. Solid setup from Richmond, or rather from Stimmel, up the middle to Shanahan. Great grade A opportunity there for the Hawks. Tyler Richmond up with all the answers. Slamming the door on Shanahan. 6.5 to go in the first period. Shanahan's got the puck again. But play is whistle dead. Anthony Verderies signaling a high stick. This was 6:24 to go in the first period. A high stick on Daniel Flagg. And a Delaware Sports Medicine power play coming up for the Drexel Dragons. Learn more at desportsmed.com. St. Joseph's penalty assessed to number 91, Daniel Flagg. 2 minutes for high sticking. Time of the penalty, 13 minutes, 36 seconds in the first period. Flagg 2 for high sticking at 13:36. Taking aim from the point was Sprung. Puck was blocked in low by Maratea, clogging up the slot. He, Brazel, Wilson, and Gross are the quartet on this penalty kill. Skip pass from Barrett to Fletcher in the far corner. Played behind the net. Back to Aiden Barrett trying to pave a way to the net, but he lost his footing. Jamming the puck in close was Lurie, but he's locked out as Szymborski makes the save. Make a truly all-American meal the centerpiece of your next team event or special occasion. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky in nearby Claymont, Delaware. can cater your next group event, offering pulled pork brisket and barbecue chicken on a daily basis, along with a variety of sauces and sides that are sure to please any appetite. Visit Sid's at Suite C26 in the Tri-State Industrial Center on Ridge Road in Claymont, open Monday through Saturday for takeaway lunch, or to place a catering order, call 302-439-4937 or visit sidsbbqandjerky.com. Romarino on a 2-on-1 rang one off the crossbar. This comes back to Roughgarden inside the St. Joe's zone. 45 seconds remaining on this Drexel power play. Roughgarden clears, Richmond steadies, and Lemire will start it up from behind his own goal as we enter the final 5 minutes of the first period. It's a 2-0 hockey game. The Hawks of St. Joe's, thanks to 2 early goals. One from Robert Romarino, one from Mike Brazel. Setting the tone early. Roughgarden again clears. Romarino sends the puck the rest of the way into the Drexel zone. Sklar to Jones to Seaman. Hard shot from 40 feet was on target. Held on to by Szymborski for a pause in play. And we're down to the final couple ticks. Of this power play, which ultimately went all for naught for the Dragons. Final 3:41 here in period number 1 of a 2-0 hockey game. Regrettably, our graphics generator and I are not getting along this evening. We'll do our best to get it back up and running here as we come to the final 3 and change. Of the first period of what stands a 2-0 hockey game. 2-on-2 and a hard shot from Maratea. Turned aside by Richmond. Down to the final 2:45. This goes over the glass and out of play, giving us a chance to catch our breath and both teams the opportunity for some fresh legs on the ice. Brendan Liu spots the faceoff just above the Drexel line. Dragons just feel flat-footed out the gate tonight. They've been out-hustled so far by St. Joe's. The urgency just isn't there that they need. This a long shot frozen by Szymborski with 2.5 to go in the first. And his St. Joe's Hawks with a 2-0 lead over the Dragons. Josh Search held the point, but he gave the puck away. This is hacked out from the skates of Lulek. Search recovers. Cross-ice pass skips over the stick of Pierce McGinley. But holding the right point for Drexel after the entry was Egan. Eisler crashed the net to no avail. Szymborski holds for the pause with 2:06 to go. In opening period play, that the 12th Drexel shot on goal of the evening. Again, we're down to the final 2:06 here in the opening period. Mike Brazel working up ice off the gross face-off win, but he finds himself outnumbered by pink sweaters. Wraparound opportunity. Ultimately no good. The net knocked off the moorings behind Tyler Richmond, and the face-off's going to come to his right with 1:55 to go in the first period. Drexel still looking to get on the board, trailing St. Joe's after those two early tallies. The shot from the left point, and Chase Ebersol rang off the post. And that shot alone was hard enough to dislodge the Drexel net again. 100 seconds to go in the opening period. Quick shot off the draw from Kyle Gross, covered up by Richmond for save number 14 on 16 shots faced. Dragons win this draw. Kuba tried to drive the puck back in up the slot, but it was cleared ultimately by Lemire. Final 85 of the first. Lemire to Walsh. Given away at the St. Joe's blue line to Ebersol. This is chipped in by Kuba from just over the Drexel blue line. Delayed penalty coming up against the Hawks. And we'll see what Sammy Chauvin's got with 68 seconds to go in the period. Interference on Brazel. So it's back to a Delaware Sports Medicine power play. For the Drexel Dragons as we work into the closing stages of the first period. 1 minute remaining in the period. 1 minute. St. Joe's penalty assessed to number 74, Michael Brazel. 2 minutes for interference. Time of the penalty, 18 minutes, 52 seconds in the first period. Brazel 2 for interference at 18:52. Quick start to the left of Szymborski after save number 13. Sprung taken down. Stimmel leads a 2-on-1 the other direction. Pad save by Richmond, keeping this a 2-0 game. Final half minute of the first period. Sprung holds the line after Lurie overskated the puck. Watch out. That was cleared up into the stands. Well out of play by Shane Wilson. As we come to the final 22 seconds of the first period. 1:14 to go on the Brazel penalty. Puck is down to the left of Mark Szymborski, who's been a perfect 13 for 13 in the blue paint tonight. Winding up from distance, Lemire's shot was blocked. The follow-up in close from Jones. Looked like it was either Jones or Seaman there. Caught and held by Szymborski for another pause. We're down to the final 11. Face-off comes near side. Seaman and Gross. Take the final face-off of the period. The Hawks clear, and Sklar's going to let the first intermission, let the first period come to its conclusion. The score at the end of one period, St. Joe's Hawks 2, Drexel Dragons 0. We'll be back on the Delaware Hockey Network after the first intermission. Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With over 10 years of treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. With clinics in Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
It's time for the second period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Thank you, Norm Borg. Welcome back inside Class of 1923 Arena. Live on the Delaware Hockey Network, Drexel and St. Joe's in a crosstown rivalry matchup. 20 minutes in. The Hawks lead the Dragons 2-0. Drexel will start with 52 seconds left on a Delaware Sports Medicine power play as the second period gets underway. Doyle pulls back into his own zone. Aiden Barrett works this up ahead to Zach Sprung. Long shot. Stick down and away by Szymborski. This is brought back by St. Joe's Robert Romarino, one-on-one. His long shot steered to the near corner by Tyler Richmond, so both teams with a shot on goal already in the first 30 seconds of the second period. This is Aiden Barrett. Stick handling up the middle, trying to generate some space around Romarino. He ends up caroming the puck into the far corner. It is steered by Wilson into the control of Andrew Walsh. Walsh tied up in the far corner. Hawks are back to full strength. Brazel is on. Wilson had the puck trapped at the kick plate, but it was kicked free. The shot from Walsh intercepted in traffic. Now walked up the left wing boards by Robert Romarino for the St. Joe's Hawks, who are clad in their new sharp away black and maroon kits, head to toe black. Drexel in their breast cancer awareness pink third sweaters tonight. Navy blue numbers on the back and sleeves. And the Dragon logo adorning the front over a pink ribbon. Ebersol across to Roughgarden, taken away at center nearly by Zach Jones, batted by Corey Long, back into Drexel territory. This nearly pushed free by Erno, but intercepted by Aiden Linso. Linso steered behind the net by Fletcher, leaves this to Roughgarden. Long shot from the right point, batted down and away by Tyler Richmond, who's stopped now 17 of 19 St. Joe's shots. Zach Jones intercepts. He clears, but his breakout pass intended for Caleb Erno did not connect. And this will come back an icing. Against the Drexel University Dragons. Or will it? Linesman Justin DeCriscio and Brendan Liu conferring. And it looks like we're going to have a center ice face-off. Indeed we are. So after the first period conducted in the 2-1 official system, we've got a full complement of officials now for the remainder of the game. As DeCriscio was enlisted as a late replacement to round out this crew. Diagonal pass to Quinn. Leads to the zone entry, centering feed. Set up a Barrett shot, which was steered just wide from close range. This is Lurie. Kick tie to Fletcher. That one made it on target. Trying to dig away at the puck net front. Lurie couldn't finish. This comes back to center where Dylan Fletcher recovers, but the entry is called offside. Three minutes and change gone here in the second period of a 2-0 hockey game. St. Joe's will stay out of their zone for the following face-off. Early goals from both Romarino and Brazel, giving the Hawks the first period advantage. And here a 2-on-2 fast break is led by Riley McCabe up the left wing boards. He tried to set up Doherty, but his momentum carried him behind the net. This was pushed by Sprung as far as his own blue line, before Zane O'Rourke recovered and turned it back into Drexel territory. Barrett was pickpocketed by Doherty holding the zone. Shot from an awkward angle, high off the corner glass. Wilson from the right point gives this away to Zach Sprung. 2-on-2 for the Dragons. Sprung steered wide, circles behind the net. Centering pass led to a close-up shot from Aiden Barrett. This covered up and held by Szymborski for a pause with exactly 4 minutes elapsed in the second period of a 2-0 hockey game. Advantage St. Joe's if you're just joining us here on the Delaware Hockey Network. Face-off comes to the left of Szymborski. Jones in for the face-off across from Kyle Gross. Gross's Hawks with control. Gross off the feed from Ebersol, sets up a 2-on-2 counterattack for the Hawks. Drop pass to Kuba, centered to Brazel, working through the slot, but he got slowed up right about the hash marks by the back-checking Jack Lemire. Erno clears, icing waved off. That puck was touched on the good side of the red line, says Justin DeCriscio. Lemire back inside his own stripe with some help from Jones. Jones to Seaman on the breakout. There's a 3-on-3 for Drexel. Seaman chips the puck behind the reach of Ebersol. It's batted back to the near corner. Ebersol and Mendham scrap for it. Chase Ebersol will cross over to the far side from behind his own net. He takes the body from Mendham. He's slowed up by the reaching stick of Quinn. The Hawks will dump and change. Just past 5 minutes elapsed of the second period here at Class of 1923 Arena. Reminiscent of the classic barns from mid-century. Feels a little bit like the Hartford Civic Center and Maple Leaf Gardens put into a blender and shrunk down to miniature. 12 rows of seats on either side. A steep rake, just a great barn to watch hockey from. And with 14:29 to go in the second period, a frozen puck under the glove of Mark Szymborski will set up a face-off to his right. The official shot tally now for Drexel, 17 to St. Joe's 19. Robert Romarino's fast break shot on a 2-on-2 was sticked away by Richmond. Long stripped the puck from Barrett just above the line. He threw this in from distance. It is steered by Richmond beyond the reach of the pressuring Aiden Linso. Search clears to Sprung. Long shot in was off target, and it goes right into the glove of Szymborski for a break in the action with 13:56 to go in the second period, and the Drexel Dragons yet to light the lamp. Friends, if you're like me, healthy living is important, and Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help you and your family stay healthy at home with periodic sanitization and disinfecting of your trash and recycling bins. Schedule your first cleaning today at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. One of the quirks of this barn is that the benches, like the old Montreal Forum, are on opposite sides of the rink. So the long change is in effect for St. Joe's effectively in the first and third periods. And the long change in effect for Drexel just here in the second. And here we go. After Richmond recorded his 19th save of the evening, the extracurriculars start, but thankfully for all involved, they don't boil over too badly. Messrs. Lou and DeCriscio getting right to the middle of it before any stupidity can ultimately prevail. Sklar's backhand up the right wing boards found Quinn, but the Dragons' attack was short-lived. Maratea up the middle to McCabe. Delayed penalty coming up against Drexel. And with 12:45, doors closing. A hook is signaled against the Dragons. Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill time for the Dragons. Schedule your first cleaning today at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. The Drexel penalty was assessed to number 13, Chris Lurie. 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty, 7 minutes, 15 seconds in the second period. Lurie 2 for hooking at 7:15. Please set the penalty clock to 1:55. So everything back in order now. Minute 35 to go on the Lurie penalty. Ebersol's shot from center point was wide. Romarino gets this back from Gross. Long shot was wide. Ebersol keeps the zone airtight, steered back to Romarino. Another chance from distance was deflected off target. This was nearly cleared up and away by Zach Sprung off the far glass, but it was just barely held in. Romarino operating from the near side. Shot blocked by Fletcher from the top half of the near circle. 45 seconds to go on the Chris Lurie hooking minor. Puck was tied up just above the corner board's far side. Working below the cage now is Shane Wilson. To Kuba. Cross slot feed and a one-timer from Ebersol. Was just off target. And the net again behind Richmond dislodged with 11 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the second period. St. Joe's leading Drexel 2-0. And the face-off will come again to the left of Tyler Richmond, who stopped 22 of those 24 Hawks shots. Dragons clear off the D-zone draw. Now they've got a 2-on-3, but Sprung was pickpocketed just inside the line. Brazel leads a 3-on-1. Give and go with Flag, didn't connect. Brazel recovers the puck in the far corner. This played by Linso. Back as far as his own line. Lurie's back on. And the Dragons killed off the penalty successfully. Linso off the glass but not out. Holding the point for the Dragons was Lemire. Linso clears again. And a dislodged helmet causes play to halt with 10:24 to go in the second period. Looks like it should be last play face-off. Yep, that's the case. Both teams can change. And St. Joe's comes barreling back in. The backhand shot from Doherty. Off the Wilson centering pass. Was turned aside by Richmond. Dragons clear. Wilson launches the puck back in from distance again. It's chased down by Mendham. Doherty bodied off the biscuit. It's driven back to center by Egan, but recovered over the center logo by Charlie Maratea. Thrown in by O'Rourke. The zone entry is clean. Lemire recovers. Seaman takes a high hit but connects with Lemire on the breakout, setting up a 2-on-2. We've just passed halfway here in the second period. Drexel starting to build some momentum, but they've yet to put the biscuit in the basket. They trail St. Joe's 2-0. This is Barrett paving away into the slot, but he got slowed up 20 feet from the cage by the reaching stick of Shane Wilson. The other 8, Andrew Walsh, gives it away over the line to O'Rourke. Wilson, tied up just inside his own line, clears a wobbling puck over the Drexel stripe, where Dylan Fletcher pulls behind his own goal as we come to the final 9 minutes of the second period. Brazel circles. He takes aim from the dot. Puck caromed off the high glass on the far corner. Now it's walked in by Roughgarden. Decent shot attempt from outside the dot. Still didn't have the angle he'd hoped. Clearing attempt foiled. Kuba looking for the shot after Doherty lunged up to keep the puck in Drexel territory. Now here comes Walsh stick handling into a 2-on-3. Walsh centered. Ebersol holding the slot. Broke up the pass. The shot from higher in the zone. Caught and held by Mark Szymborski with 8 minutes and 22 seconds to go. In a 2-0 hockey game advantage, the Hawks from St. Joseph's University. Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. So how do you get your voice above the fray? 412 Communications has myriad solutions to build bridges between your team and your fans, your brand and your clientele. Broadcast to social, print to digital, the 412 team will put their 40-plus years of experience to work for you. East Coast, West Coast, and everywhere in between. Yes, including Ann Arbor, Michigan. Let's talk about how to get you notice. Visit us at 412communications.com if you want to know more. 7:47 to go in the second period. Scrum at the edge of Tyler Richmond's office, and he covers the puck to force the stoppage. With 7:44 to go in the second, his Drexel Dragons still a little bit flat-footed after a slow start. Face-off is going to come outside the line. With Lurie taking the draw, but Romarino leading the re-entry for the Hawks. Corey Long, marked in the far corner, played the puck behind the net. Linso coming out near side. He had support from Romarino, centering pass to Linso. Not on its intended line. This was cleared by Chris Lurie. Walking in and shooting was Quinn. A-grade chance for the Dragons, but an A-grade save from Mark Szymborski, keeping Drexel scoreless. Fletcher played this across ice. It is cleared out by Long. Back beyond the reach of Sklar the other way. Rolling puck. Swatted by Lemire out of the reach of Linso behind the Drexel goal. Maratea takes a hard hit. Stimmel gives it right back. Linso back to Maratea holding the point. Headman pass intended for Flag was broken up by Fletcher. Fletcher finding himself in a 2-on-3. Flips the puck in over the blue line far side. Pierce McGinley pursued, but was out-hustled to the puck by a pair of Hawk backcheckers. Brendan Lou says there's no icing here. Penalty coming up, and here we go. 14:02 into the second period. Anthony Verdery signaling a cross-check on Jackson Shanahan. So the Dragons are back on the Delaware Sports Medicine Power Play. Learn more at desportsmed.com. The St. Joe's penalty was assessed to number 14, Jackson Shanahan. 2 minutes for cross-checking. Time of the penalty, 14 minutes, 2 seconds in the second period. Shanahan 2 for cross-checking at 14:02. Five and a half to go here in second period play. Working the line is Sprung. Barrett across to Fletcher. Snapshot from the near dot was just wide of the post. Barrett again. Posts up behind the net. To Fletcher. Kicked up high. The shot from Sprung was blocked by a reaching St. Joe's stick. Dragons re-entries called offside. Whether you're a competitive athlete like these gentlemen or a weekend warrior like me, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. And with years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes alike, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal best and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Learn more, visit desportsmed.com. For those not so familiar with the lay of the land, class of 1923 arena is situated about an 8-iron from the iconic 30th Street Amtrak station in downtown Philadelphia. And looking to our left, a train is passing by as we speak. That's what we have to do next time we come here. Bring Amtrak in from Wilmington. Here's Lemire. Shot! No, sir, says Szymborski. Whew. A-grade chance on the power play. That shot from Lemire off a beautiful centering feed. Did everything right, but Mark Szymborski did everything right too. 3:50 to go. Another frozen puck, another face-off to Szymborski's left. And the Hawks will control this one. Puck out of play, says Sam Chauvin. And the face-off will be spotted just above the St. Joe's blue line with 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the second period. Hawks with that 2-0 lead over Drexel intact. They've not been able to pad it, and the Dragons have not been able to cut into it. This will be called back an icing with 3:34 to go. Gross will take the face-off at the far circle. Across from Aiden Barrett. Gross driven behind the net. Takes a hard hip check from Barrett, but he's got support from Kuba to protect the puck for the Hawks. Silberman could not clear. This is chipped high and back in off the cap rail by Maratea. Mendham slams the puck off the far glass. Icing waved off. Puck was tipped. Maratea back deep in his own zone, recovers, but he turns it over. Walsh's shot was rushed and wide. Sprung gave the puck away, but he recovers at center. Brazel, checked off the biscuit by Zach Jones, is driven deeper into the St. Joe's end. Worked clear by Maratea, ahead to Mike Brazel, leading scorer with 5 so far this season for the Hawks. His rush wrist shot was high and wide, 2-on-2 the other way. Seaman to Jones, shot stick checked up into the netting, behind the glass and out of action. With 2:24 to go in the second period. Chances starting to mount for Drexel, both in terms of quality and quantity, but finding the back of the net still seems to be the main problem. Puck gloved down off the failed clearing attempt by Erno. It was Lulek trying to escape the St. Joe's zone. Holding the point is Fletcher as we come to the final 2 minutes of the second period. Linso tips this clear. Fletcher forced deep in his own zone. Sets up this puck flipped up ice by Josh Search. Here's Long back in up the left wing boards, and a 2-on-2 for St. Joe's. Centering pass, never made it to Romarino. Penalty coming up against the Dragons with 1.5 minutes remaining in the second period. Extra attacker is on as Romarino gets slowed up. And there's going to be more. got himself the gate. Drexel penalty assessed to number 23, Jeffrey Quinn. 2 minutes for tripping. Drexel penalty assessed to number 21, Josh Search. 5 minutes for holding the face mask and a game misconduct. Time of the penalties, 18 minutes, 37 seconds in the second period. Quinn, 2 for tripping. Search, 5 for holding the face mask and a game misconduct. Time of the penalties, 18:37 in the second period. 1 minute remaining in the period. 1 minute. Lemire, Sprung, and Barrett shouldering the load on this PK. Gross to Wilson. Through the slot this goes. Taking aim was Gross from the top of the right circle, but the shot was wide. And another one's gonna go. The shot from Ebersol into Richmond's pads, and the end of the second period finally is upon us. Through 40 minutes, the score, St. Joe's Hawks 2, Drexel Dragons 0. We'll be back after the second intermission on the Delaware Hockey Network.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning. and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
It's time for the third period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Thank you, Norm Borg. Welcome back to the Delaware Hockey Network. Brought to you by the law office of Heather A. Long. Goaltending on full display. In the second period, both from Mark Zimborski and Tyler Richmond combining for 22 second period saves. A couple key stops both ways. A-grade chances thwarted on both sides of the red line. There, a flash of the leather in the final 4 minutes of the second period for Mark Zimborski to keep this a 2-0 hockey game. And now, it rests on the shoulders of a Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill. For the Dragons, down 5-on-3 for the next 3 minutes and 20 seconds. To work their way back out of this 2-0 deficit and on level pegging. If you're just joining us here on the Delaware Hockey Network, we are live from Studio 2, the class of 1923 arena. And working now inside the second minute of the third period. Hand pass signaled by Anthony Verderies. We've got our score graphic back up for you. Minute 43. Left in the 5-on-3. After the end of the second period, saw a pair of major in-game misconducts given to the Dragons' Josh Search for holding the face mask and Zach Sprung for head contact. The Hawks have just potted their third. And it was Kyle Gross to light the lamp. Here it comes on the 4-1-2 communications replay. Drexel arguing the legality of the goal. But the puck was batted in below shoulder height, which is the new standard in the NCAA rulebook. So 3-0 now. After Kyle Gross gets his 4th of the season. And there's another. All of 23 seconds later. Shane Wilson winding up. From the top of the zone for a second St. Joe's power play goal. Five on three for another 46 seconds. Kuba steps up. This one into Richmond's glove for a pause. St. Joe's 3rd goal. 4th of the season, scored by number 4, Kyle Gross. Assisted by number 9, Chase Ebersol, and number 86, Dylan Kuba. Time of the power play goal, 2 minutes 8 seconds in the 3rd period. Gross's 4th from Ebersol and Kuba at 2:08. St. Joe's 4th goal, 2nd of the season, scored by number 8, Shane Wilson. Assisted by number 4, Kyle Gross, and number 86, Dylan Kuba. Time of the power play goal, 2 minutes 31 seconds in the 3rd period. Wilson's 2nd from Gross and Kuba at 2:31, also a power play goal. So the mountain has just gotten that much tougher to climb for these Drexel Dragons, still in search of their first win of the season. Minute 45 to go as play now shifts 5 on 4. Minute and a half gone, or minute and a half to go rather, on the sprung penalty. Jones pulls back into his own zone. He sent this across to Lemire. Seaman back to Mendham. Puck glove down by Jones. Here's a 2-on-1. Long shot from Zach Jones. Skip wide. This is recovered by Maratea, but not cleared. Seaman pickpocketed by Brazel. Oy, 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 oy. Play whistle dead off that heavy hit right in front of the St. Joe's bench. Puck went out of play. And we'll restart at center. Looks like Ebersol came on for St. Joe's after the window for substitution had closed. So Marte is ordered back on with 15-16 to go. 47 seconds remaining on this long Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill. 4! Whew. That nearly got us in the press box. 3 more rows and we're ducking for cover. .15:06 to go. Sklar clears. Ebersol pulls back behind the St. Joe's goal to set up a more deliberate attack in the final 15 seconds of this man advantage. Kuba checked off the puck by Erno. Gross could not hold the point. And after giving up 2 power play goals, one to Kyle Gross and one to Shane Wilson, the Drexel Dragons are back to full strength, but they're staring down a 4-goal deficit. Puck loose in front of the St. Joe's goal, steered out of harm's way by Zane O'Rourke. Here's Romarino. Gross couldn't drag his toe to stay onside. And a late hit from Daniel Seaman is going to draw the ire of Sammy Chauvin. Seaman off for elbowing. At 6:07 in the third period. And the Dragons are headed back to the Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill. Schedule your first cleaning today at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. The Drexel penalty was assessed to number 15, Daniel Seaman, 2 minutes for elbowing. Time of the penalty, 6 minutes, 7 seconds in the third period. Seaman, 2 for elbowing at 6:07. Faceoff came to the right of Tyler Richmond, who has stopped so far 33 of 37 total shots faced. Puck is tied up over his right shoulder. Stimmel and Brazel trying to pitchfork it away. The pack collapses. This is pushed free by Brazel. Looked like he got an extra shot edgewise in at Mendham. And Sam Chauvin signals a hand pass. This will come back. Meanwhile, Owen Mendham slow to get back to his feet, as he took the worst of that skirmish by a country mile. Face off to Richmond's right, 13:26 to go in regulation. St. Joe's with a 4-0 lead over the Drexel Dragons, who are still looking for that elusive first win of the season. And Kuba scores off the net front tic-tac-toe. Dylan Kuba with a goal to go with his 2 apples. And we've got ourselves a 5-0 hockey game, as the Hawks have seemingly put this one out of reach. It was Romarino with the primary assist. A third St. Joe's power play goal. And now a 5-0 Hawks advantage. St. Joe's goal, his 4th of the season, scored by number 86, Dylan Kuba. Assisted by number 24, Robert Romarino, and number 8, Shane Wilson. Time of the power play goal, 6 minutes, 42 seconds of the third period. Kuba's 4th from Romarino and Wilson at 6:42, a power play goal. So penalty trouble, the Achilles heel for the Drexel Dragons tonight, who have given up 5. 3 of them came while shorthanded, and all 3 of those shorthanded goals against have been here in the third. Held the point. Egan got slowed up by the reaching stick of the Salesianum alumnus Trevor Stimmel. Lemire back to recover. Held to Lemire. Dragons without Search and Sprung for the remainder of the night. Flag working net front, got a shot away from point blank range at Richmond, but it was ultimately turned aside. Seaman recovers. He gets rid of the puck under 2-ply forechecking heat, and it's shoveled by Lemire up the right wing boards toward Evan Eisler, but he couldn't connect on the breakout. Jones leads a 2-on-2 for the Dragons. He gets around his defender. He tried to walk one net front. Puck was kicked away into the top of the crease area by Szymborski for save number 24. Silberman clears. Seaman is steered to the near corner by Roughgarden. Back high to Silberman. He throws the puck in from the left point, but it skips wide of the near post. We're working to the final 10:20 of the third period, which has been dominated by the St. Joe's Hawks, thanks to power play tallies from Gross, Wilson, and Kuba. A 2-0 intermission lead has turned into 5-0 with 10:16 to go in this Sunday night crosstown rivalry game. We at the Delaware Hockey Network are absolutely delighted to be bringing you an expanded schedule of Drexel Dragons hockey here in the 2024-25 season. This is called offside. On Friday, November 8th, we'll have a Friday matinee for you as the Dragons men's Division I team will square off against, we're pretty sure it's Rhode Island, in a rematch of last year's Eastern States Collegiate Hockey League championship game. Full schedule's available at DelawareHockeyNetwork.com. A pair of rapid-fire saves for Mark Szymborski, who's now up to 27 stops on the night. Indeed, on November 8th, a 1 o'clock start between the Dragons men's Division I team and the Rams from the University of Rhode Island. We'll have Drexel back on the schedule on January 16 when they host Delaware on a Thursday night. Then again on February 8th when the Violets of New York University bring the Northeast Regional down to class of 1923 arena, and we hope that you're able to join us as well, as we're absolutely delighted to bring the Drexel University Dragons ACHA program into the Delaware Hockey Network family, and glad to have all of you along for the ride with us from wherever you may be. 8.5 minutes to go in the third period. St. Joe's with a 5-0 lead over the Dragons in this Sunday night meeting of the Philadelphia Catholic institutions. Jones couldn't backhand one in from behind the net. Oh my, he's driven into the back of the cage. And Sam Chauvin immediately blows play to a halt. Lulek's gonna go. Awaiting particulars from downstairs. What we can tell you is the Dragons are headed to a Delaware Sports Medicine power play. Learn more at desportsmed.com. The St. Joe's penalty was assessed to number 19, Jacob Lulek. 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty, 11 minutes, 48 seconds in the third period. Lulek 2 for hooking at 11:48. Face-off will move to the left of Szymborski after he shut the door on the Dragons for the 28th time tonight. Fletcher off the cross-ice feed from Mendham. He sends it back. Fletcher to Barrett. Centering pass. Walsh was surrounded by black sweaters. Barrett's shot didn't quite make it through from the top of the near circle. 35 seconds gone on this Delaware Sports Medicine power play for the Dragons. Walsh to Mendham. Scrapping for the puck and fanning on it trying to clear was Daniel Flagg. Delayed offside against the Drexel side. Gave St. Joe's an extra half second to send the puck up ice effectively. And down a man for the next 50 seconds. They're able to launch it clear without risking an icing. Here's Aiden Barrett in his second appearance of the season. Slowed up just above the far dot by the reaching stick of Romarino. In comes Jones off the diagonal stretch pass for the re-entry. Jones bulldozes in. Shot off the pads of Szymborski. Follow-up chance. Came off the stick of Garrett Sklar, but it was blocked. Sklar pushed back into his own zone. Muscles the puck free of two-ply pressure. Here's a 3-on-2 for the Dragons. Sklar's shot. Pad save. Rebound trails all the way to the top of the near circle, where Quinn could not finish. Wide follow-up came from Sklar. And Szymborski freezes for a pause with 6:08 remaining. With a listen-first approach that creates a unique solution for your circumstances, the expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long are committed to providing empathetic and compassionate legal representation for individuals who have suffered injuries. Schedule your free consultation today by calling 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com. Shanahan centering pass. Linso's shot was blocked. This is McCabe. Across to Maratea, holding the left point. And he launches one in from 65 feet to make this a 6-0 hockey game. Wow. Long led the handshake cue. Did he tip that in? There's the initial shot. Looks like it was a long redirect. And indeed it was. The St. Joe's goal. Third of the season, scored by number 10, Corey Long. Assisted by number 26, Charlie Maratea. And number 53, Aiden Linso. Time of the goal, 14 minutes, 13 seconds in the third period. Long's third from Maratea and Linso at 14-13. Best chance of the game so far for the Dragons. But Held and Walsh are locked out by Mark Szymborski, who has just been on absolute fire this night. .508 remaining. Long shot from Sklar, right off the draw. Caught and held by Szymborski as well. Final 5 minutes. Another penalty coming. It will be against the Dragons. There's possession and control. Final 4.5. Slashing. Called 15:29 into the third period. On, we believe, Held. Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill coming up. For the Drexel Dragons, schedule your first cleaning at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. The Drexel penalty was assessed to number 10, Corey Held, 2 minutes for slashing. Time of the penalty, 15 minutes, 29 seconds in the third period. Held, 2 for slashing at 15:29. Seaman with a shot from distance was wide. Secondary chance off his own rebound, right into the pads of Szymborski. We've entered the final 4 minutes from class of 1923 arena. It's a 6-0 St. Joe's lead. Long looking for the convert, could not redirect the Linso shot from the point. And here we go. More nonsense as this game is out of reach. And Sam Chauvin has shown Daniel Seaman the gate. There will almost assuredly be more to come. Chauvin and Verderies discussing what they observed. And we'll get their final adjudication here momentarily. Chris Lurie and Shane Wilson getting the Reader's Digest explanation. And we'll have the particulars here for you as well. Five minutes up on the Drexel side of the scoreboard. Determining if it's just 5 or 5 in a game. We know it's a major, and now we've got word major in game for Caleb Erno. So that is the third Drexel player to have been shown the gate tonight. Drexel penalty was assessed to number 27, Caleb Erno. 5 minutes for checking from behind and a game misconduct. Time of the penalty, 16:18 of the third period. Erno 5 for checking from behind plus a game misconduct at 16:18. Daniel Seaman issued a major as well. Waiting on the particulars there, as the shot from Wilson was sticked up and away. Final 2:22. This game is going to end 5-on-3. As these majors cannot expire prematurely. Romarino, here's Kuba. He tried to thread one beyond the reach of Lemire and into the top corner, but he was wide. Romarino's shot caroms around the far corner boards and rolls all the way back into the St. Joe's end of the rink. This is Brazel. Sticked at by Jones. And the net again came dislodged with 90 seconds to go. A few extra seconds ticked off the clock, so we're down to the final 84 tonight. Our co-executive producer is Molly Jo Rosen. Our assistant producer is Broadway Joe Sindoni. The Brazel shot was into Richmond's pads. Our videographer tonight is Evie Hill. 1 minute remaining of the period. 1 minute. Our production assistant all season long is the stat man Eli Swope. For the entire Delaware Hockey Network crew, James Witherite saying thank you all for joining us here for Sunday Night Hockey from the, now we can call it beautiful, class of 1923 arena. Over the past decade, it's seen some significant renovations and really a great place to come and watch a hockey game. Final seconds ticking away. Hawks improve to 4-4-1. And the Drexel University Dragons still are in search of their first win of the season. Tonight's final score, St. Joe's Hawks 6, Drexel Dragons 0. Final shots on goal. St. Joe's 45, Drexel 36. We'll bid you adieu with a look at the Sid's Barbecue and Jerky 3 stars of the game. Swept by the Dragons tonight. Mark Zimborski, the number 1 star with a 36-save shutout. Dylan Kuba's goal and 2 assists, earning him 2nd star honors. Kyle Gross with a goal and an assist, the 3rd star of tonight's game, as St. Joe's improves to 4-4-1. Drexel dropping to 0-8-0 on the season. Once again for the whole crew, James Witherite saying thank you for your company. Thanks for joining us tonight on the Delaware Hockey Network. Full schedule available at DelawareHockeyNetwork.com, and be sure to follow us on Facebook, X, and Instagram at DE Hockey Network as well. One last look at the final score, St. Joe's 6, Drexel 0. Good night from the class of 1923 arena, and thanks for joining us on the Delaware Hockey Network, brought to you by the law office of Heather A. Long. Good night.